Hey guys, welcome to LJK Financial Foundations. I'm Lonnie Crinoli. Great to have you guys here. And this is a channel where we talk about the different rules of money and going in depth on them. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make more money and compound your money. Who doesn't want to make more money? Stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, guys, and watch the video.
Life is a winding road.
Alright guys, we're here talking about the Rule of 72, why it's important, what it is, and how it can help you out. The Rule of 72 is going to be the rule basically that it takes to compound your money based on the percentage that you're getting on it and the amount of time. So, why is that important? I like to make more money, you like to make more money, we all want to make more money. That's what we're here for, that's what my channel is about, helping you guys out with money. And I want to help you be able to make more. So that's why it's important. You need to track your money. You need to know where it's going, what's going on. If you're putting it into a long-term savings account like this for like a retirement thing, that's what this is talking about. The Rule of 72 is definitely going to help you out with that. So guys, just looking at the stats of people that put money into a savings account though, a long-term savings account, 18.4% of people mess with it multiple times a month. You can see the numbers of how often people mess with this, but at the other end, 34.8% of people don't know anything about what's going on with their money. And that's crazy to me, guys. You gotta watch your numbers. You gotta know what's going on from whether you're doing it monthly, weekly, how often you're doing it. You need to go through your numbers. Look at everything going on, every statement, everything, that making sure that nothing is being taken out, nothing is really being touched with your money that shouldn't be. Making sure that everything is in the right spot for the right time, and carefully going through things, budgeting, and really going through that. If you haven't checked out my budgeting video, check that out. It's vitally important for something like this. But you see the numbers behind me. You see what's going on. And what people, there's, just like I said, people don't know what's going on with their money. So, but do you know what kind of rate of return you're getting on your money at your bank? This is something that you want to know. This is something important. But let me use this example first. So let's say that when you're born, I give you $10,000. And in 48 years, you want to check and grab that money and see about like an early retirement or whatever. So at 1.5%, guys, at 48 years, you're going to have $20,000. Meh. That's not great. Not at all. But at 3%, in 20 years, you're going to have $20,000, guys. And at 48 years, you're going to have $40,000. That's a little bit better. 6%, you're going to have in 12 years, you're going to have $20,000. 24 years, you're going to have $40,000. 36 years, you're going to have $80,000. And in 48 years, $160,000. Isn't that much better than the $40,000 that you were getting? Much better. But what if I told you you could get even better on that? 12%. So in 12 years, you're going to have $40,000. 24 years, $160,000. 36 years, $640,000. Do you know what year 48 is going to look like? Pause the video and try and figure that out. Alright, welcome back. So, if you figured out that in 48 years, you're going to have $2.5 million, guys. Did you know that? So, based on where you put your money, the different type of account, you could have a $20,000 of your $10,000, or you could have $2.5 million. This is a game changer, guys. This is how you're going to make more money, compound your money, and definitely do these things. Like I said, this is just somebody taking an amount of money. They're not adding anything more to it. It's just this main amount of money that they're doing. But Lonnie, realistically, I'm not going to get $10,000. All right, fine. What if it's $1,000? Is that a better example? That's more realistic, right? All right. So $1,000 at the age of 17, you put it in, and at 65 years old, you're going to pull that money out. So 3% in 24 years, you're going to have $2,000. 48 years, you're going to have $4,000. That $1,000 is now $4,000? Meh. But looking at it at 6%, 12 years, you're going to have $2,000. 36 years, you're going to have $8,000. And in 48 years, you're going to have $16,000. That's a whole lot better than the $4,000. But again, we look at the 12%. 12 years, you're going to have $4,000. 18 years, you're going to have $8,000. 24 years, $16,000. 36 years, $64,000. And in your 48 years, you're going to have $246,000. Game changer, guys. That's why this is important. $1,000 is now $246,000. All because where you put your money. And waiting on it for a period of time. And this is why it's important. Do you know what kind of rate of return you're getting at your bank? Check it out. I put a listing behind me of what some of the name brand banks are, the rates of return they're getting. But Lonnie, how do I get 12%? This is where you're going to have to invest your money in the S&P 500 that passed from 1923 to 2016 has been on an average of 12.25%, guys. 12.25%. So that's been the average of it. Have there been ups and downs? Is that guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed. But that's the average for a long time. I mean, 1923 to 2016 is a long time. So you understand what I'm saying, that there may be ups and downs and there may be something, but through the test of time, it's stayed as an average 12.25%. So very important to really go through that and understand that. So you definitely need to see a licensed professional to make sure that you're getting it into those accounts to get that money to be in a better spot. Because wouldn't you rather take your $1,000 and have it $246,000 versus $4,000? Wouldn't you, if you're adding money to that, if you just take that $1,000, but if you add $100 a month, if you add $50 a month, I mean, that's going to add up and continue to help it grow. So if you're older in life like myself, it's not too late. You can start now if you haven't started, and you can continue to add to that and continue to help it grow and help it to compound and really do things. Don't be discouraged if you're too late. It's okay. But if you're younger, here is the key to success, guys. If you're younger, this is going to be a game changer for your life. So person A, if you look at it behind me, person A took, for 10 years, at 18 years old, they went and blew their money and traveled and did all kinds of things, living life to the fullest. And then they spent $150 for the next 38 years. So for 48 years of their life, they put in $68,400. The first 10 years was nothing, but the next 38 years they put in $150 a month. So they ended up with a total of $68,400 that they put into this. Person B behind me was the guy that at 18 they were like, I gotta take care of this. So they put in that $150 a month for the first 10 years and then didn't touch it for 38 years. And they ended up putting in a total of $18,000. Who's going to have a better return on their money? Who's going to have more money at the end? Person A or person B? Pause the video and see if you can figure this out. Welcome back, guys, from pausing the video. So did you guess person A or person B? Well, person A ended up with a total of $443,000. That's pretty good. But for somebody who put in 68,400 and they ended up with 443,000. Now we take a look at person B who invested 18,000. They end up with a total of $567,000. Person B ends up with more money. Why? Because they started younger. That money had more time to double and triple and continue to grow over time. They invested less, but they ended up doing a whole lot more with it. That's why it's good to start young, guys. This is why I talk to the high schoolers. This is why I talk to the young people. Because that right there is a game changer. I'm sure that a lot of you aren't thinking of this. This is why I'm wanting to educate you guys. This is the game changer of where you put your money, how soon you get started on this stuff. This is why it's so important. Because it's a difference of 443,000 and 567,000 for person A to person B. Starting earlier, you're getting more money. Also putting your money, if you're older like myself, putting your money in the right type of account. Because that $1,000, again, like I said, at 3% is $4,000, but at 12% was the $246,000. Game changer, guys. This is how the Rule 72 is going to affect you. This is how you're going to make money. Guys, if you got something out of this, hit the like button. This is a life changer, I hope, for you guys, and I hope this has helped you learn how to do things and get your money better in a better account, not just sitting in a savings account, a checking account, expecting it to compound and do big things. Get there and find a licensed professional to help you out and get it taken care of, guys. Thank you. And guys, see you in the next video. And here's a positive quote for the video.